Today we will be testing the big candle identifier indicator.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the big candle identifier indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 63 different strategies, with 16 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 822 indicators, with 334 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. We've also retested in the advanced testing 28 of the winning indicators. 10 of them have been able to maintain the winning status. The best one, a 76% win rate. Now keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex and crypto market, but they can be applied to just about any market and time frame universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the big candle identifier indicator, and you can kind of see it here on screen. You can see these tags here that say BC in red and these BC in green. And so these tags here are designating those big candles, quote unquote, big candles, as per the calculations of this particular indicator. And so the idea behind this is that these large ranged candles or big candles, if you will, typically are a sign of momentum in the market, momentum to a particular direction. And so there are some people who will avoid big candles like this because it is not uncommon for a large candle to kind of have a rebound once it has kind of printed on the chart. And so there are instances, let me see if I can find not one specifically that I see where you get an engulfing candle right next to a large candle, but you can kind of see that there are instances where when a large candle takes place, price rebounds almost immediately right back, filling kind of that that impulse move. And so sometimes these large candles here can be impulse moves of the market, and the market will sometimes try to reclaim that area or that price that took place during that large candle movement, similar to a gap up or gap down before price then determines what direction it's actually going to want to go in, and it will then move in whatever direction from there. And so like I said, some people avoid these larger ranged candles, and now obviously trading just the candle by itself can be a little questionable, but you never really know until you test it, which is why we're going to throw it on chart and see what it can do just with the large candles themselves only, with nothing else on it. So like I said, what we're looking for is when we get a red BC tag, we are going to go short. When we get a green BC tag, we are going to go long. So let's go ahead and get on with the testing, see what we can get out of it. Okay, so the first signal that we pick up is a short signal right here on this one. You can see that we get that red BC tag right there. We get a little bit of a push to the downside here. It gets kind of close to our stop, but not quite enough to actually hit our stop, or our take profit, I guess I should say. Before it starts to roll and kind of push up here, retesting kind of this high of this area right here, this kind of zone here. It does not stop us out. It comes up and it gets a little close to our stop, but we're able to avoid it as we then roll over and make this nice push to the downside here. So that one did get us to take profit. And it looks like we would have gotten to, yes, we would have gotten to take profit during this large BC candle right here, which means that the close of that one would have actually triggered this short right here. Looks like we avoided our stop there. We made a nice push to the downside, and that would have gotten us to our take profit as well. So let's go ahead and continue on. Alright, so the next signal that we pick up is a long signal right here. We get that green BC tag right there and a really nice push to the upside, which gets us to our take profit. Doesn't look like we dropped into the negative on this one at all. It pretty much just went up, a little bit of correction, and then bounced itself back up even higher right there. So really nice trade on that one. All right, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. All right, so that's going to put us at the end of the year right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve over the 1 year of testing, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our Discord server. So this is our Discord server here. It is free. You're welcome to join most of these channels here. Like I said, they're free to join. You're welcome to join and take part of the conversations in those channels. But we do have a Patreon only channel set up just for our patrons to take advantage of some great advanced information. For example, one of our members, Sasquatch here, is an awesome Forex prop trader. He's putting up charts like this on a regular basis where he's marked out areas of support and resistance, areas of interest, and chart analysis that he has done of the Forex market. He's currently on vacation due to the holidays, and so he hasn't been posting a lot here recently, but typically every single week he is posting on a regular basis, maybe once a day, twice a day, a couple times a day, just really depends. We have some of our other members here that are also posting some charts, some positions that they got into that they were successful, good positions that they took some profits on, some indicators or systems that they were kind of playing with, and just kind of general chart analysis, things that we find interesting, videos, links to different information. All in all, just a really great, wonderful environment. Everybody's helping everybody out, supporting everybody, and really helping everybody grow as a trader. So I highly recommend that you join us. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Let's go ahead and count it out. See what we got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 13 trades within the 1 year's time, so not a bad number of trades there. Let's go ahead and count out our winners and see what we have there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 winning trades. And so that will meet the 60% criteria that we are looking for. All in all, yeah, I think this is a pretty solid indicator. Definitely works as far as identifying price action that's working in your favor. Interesting enough, I did see that there were 2 instances of what I was referring to in the beginning of the video. So if I move these out of the way here, you can see that we get a short red, we get that red BC tag right here on this candle, a short signal right there. And you can see immediately on the very next candle, it is engulfed by a green candle that just completely overtook that price action, or the price that this was able to come down and achieve there. And so that is sometimes what will happen. You can see that it actually happened again shortly after right here on this one. And so you can see that we get a really nice push to the downside, red BC tag right there, nice big red candle, and it is immediately engulfed by this green candle right here as they lay tracks is what this is referred to sometimes by traders, because it looks like train tracks right here, where we get a really large candle in one direction, a really large candle back in the other direction, laying those tracks right next to each other. And so interesting enough, you can see that that doesn't necessarily mean that price isn't going to move in the direction you wanted it to move in, because you can see that over here on this one, even though price did kind of rebound up a little bit, didn't really have enough strength to do that, and it eventually rolls over and pushes down shortly after without making much of a new high right here. And you can see it did very similar here, didn't even push up into the upper region. It wicked up right here, but wasn't even able to break the high of that engulfing candle here, the green one, before it then rolls over and pushes down. And so these are kind of reflex moves here as the market makes a pretty significant or really hard move in one direction. Sometimes the market will resist that and try to push back against it. And so all in all, like I said, a solid indicator, gave us a nice win rate, a decent number of trades within the 1 year's time, and outlined some really decent price action that you can take advantage of in your trading. And so this one's definitely going to go on the yes list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.